Hello. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. Turn my volume off here. Okay. Hope everybody's doing well and had a good first day on the new time. Seems like today has been so long, right? um, hey there, Cassie. How are you? Good to see you. Um, I am actually going to start our video tonight with a my drawing from my craft fair yesterday. Had a really fun time. Thanks to everyone who came out. Met a lot of new people. Very excited to engage with everyone. So Cassie, thanks for coming out as well. It was always good to see you. So let me grab that and we will get started. So I've got some fun cards to show you tonight as well. It's always fun, right? Always interesting to see what we're going to do. All right, let's see here. Bev, are you on? Say hi if you're on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and point you down and show you the items that we are going to be raffling off. Let me do that. Okay. Here we go. So these are the items that we're raffling off. Each one of these come with a stamp set, and they have, I made them actually with the same paper packs, the ribbon, the card bases, and the matching envelopes. It's a really awesome pack. So you can just go ahead and get started and do your crafting right away. So let me go ahead. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these to go ahead and give away. So let me go ahead and bring these in. I've got a lot of names. Just wanted to draw them live so that everybody could see. The first one goes to Kimberly. I don't know Kimberly's last name. She just has Kimberly, an email, and her phone number. So I will reach out to you, Kimberly. You got the first one. Let's do the second one. Here goes to Holly Todoro. So Holly, you get one. 2 more to go. Let's see here. Let me grab this one. Amanda Henry, you won the third one. Hey Amy, welcome. We're just doing the drawings from the craft fair yesterday. I have 4 door prizes, and the fourth one goes to Sandra Powell. So you got the fourth one. Awesome. So I'll go ahead and pull those aside and reach out to all 4 of you for these awesome door prizes that you won. So yay, that's great. Love giving away free stuff. So fun. Okay. All right, congrats to all those ladies. It was very much a fun time yesterday. All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna be using this Joy of Noel stamp set and the dies. You see it cuts out the Noel and you can stamp it. Really, really pretty set. I'm also going to be using the Christmas Classics dies. Making sure I got the name right. So these I've been using a ton. As you can see that you've got the fancy decoration on the outside, which is all the holly, and then you've got the square that cuts out the paper to do like a different color for your stamping. Same thing for this beautiful framelit, and it has the elongated one that goes inside as well as the little fancies and the berries, the hollies, and all of that. So we'll go ahead and use all of these today. And this is going to be a free class, free card class sent to you. And just for a special, just a little flair today, I've got a little bonus card to show you guys. So I'm excited about that as well. So let's go ahead and get started. But this may look familiar. So the first one is this beautiful Noel card with the pretty peacock and the burnished gold, and then the vanilla and black gingham ribbon. Super pretty. And then let me pull this out too. The bling that we're using, I've got all kinds of card classes here stacked up. This is cray cray. Let's see here. Where is it at? I should have pulled it out before I started, and I did not. Let's see. They are the peacock, white, and light pink. Where's it at? I have a lot of bling. Let's see. Nope. Hang on one second. There it is. Ta-da! We're going to use those today. So those, the reason I chose them, because they have the pretty peacock and then also to the white in here. So we'll go ahead and pull these out and use them. Alrighty. So any $40 order will get you all of these cards. You'll make 2 of each. And then $50 order, I will send you these for free. Okay, and that's before tax and shipping. So let's go ahead and get started. This card is super fun and super easy. I love easy. There's no reason that we should have it be difficult. So this is just a standard card. And you will have all of this in your kit. All right, so what we're going to do is fold that in half, and we are going to start off with Pretty Peacock. And let me get my stamp ready here. Pull this up there, you guys, so you can still see it. There you go. So I'm going to pull out the largest stamp in the stamp set, and that's this image right here. It's really pretty. I think it is actually designed to be colored in. We will not be doing that on this card, just for simplicity. So I'll just show you another way to do that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp it full strength in the Pretty Peacock. Stamp it down here. Give it some good pressure. You guys had a good day? It's been a long day, hasn't it? Hi, Judy. All right, so I'm kind of covering that up. We're just using the Joy of Noel stamp set and the Christmas Classics dies that go with it. Well, they kind of go with it, right? I'm using it. It coordinates very well. So, okay, so we're going to do that. And then I am going to, just for sake of ease, I've got some old olive here. I'm also going to use this little fun stamp that's in here. It's like little, I don't know, just like little deco. It actually has like little, let me show you the front of the stamp set here. It's this one right here. So it kind of has like some little fun flair to it. And I'm going to stamp off actually. So just adding some different dimension to the card. I'm going to actually stamp kind of off of that. Oh, good. Yep, it's funny how we can be mobile and assimilate what we're doing at home, right? Technology. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so gonna cap these 2 up, and then we're gonna pull our die cutting out, and we will start that process, which is very easy. So yesterday I had my craft fair, and then I also, after my craft fair, I went to another craft fair. and I was able to do some shopping, and that was fun. It's always fun. All right. Did you guys get to do any craft fairs? I know, Judy, you said that, I think you said you went to one, right? Let's see, we're going to pull these two out. This one. And I'm going to run that through first. Put that over there. My space is like, I feel very crowded. All right, so we're going to run this through here, just like that. This is definitely the time for craft fairs, picking up all those great gifts. Here we go. All right, so run that through. And isn't that beautiful how that comes out? It's just so easy, right? And then, get this off. Then I'm also going to run it through with the gold so that I can have that on the underlayment. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Awesome, Judy. That's great. Hopefully you met some fun new people. Okay, so I'm just taking this off. Going around. I love this. I love this so much. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? All right, so put that over there. And then I'm going to take this strip of this burnished gold and I am going to grab the Noel out of the Joy of Noel. Actually, let me use this other one here. Is it gonna fit? Yes. All right, stick that on there. Run that baby through. So do I. It's so pretty. I think these are all back in stock, I believe. I have extra, so even if it's not in stock, you are in luck. You'll have this in your card kit. So, all right. So there's that. Pull these aside. I also, at my craft fair that I went to, not the one I did, but the one I went to in the afternoon, I ended up meeting up with a friend, and she sells these little nail strips, and I did them. I've always had such a hard time, but it looks like my nails are blue. They're actually teal. It looks just like Pretty Peacock. It actually matches perfectly. So that was fun. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer this up here, other way. Layer the peacock on top of the gold, and can you see I'm just kind of shifting it slightly, and I'll put dimensionals on this so you really can't tell that it's not evenly matched up, but it looks like an underlayment. Really, really pretty. So we'll put this with 3 dimensionals. Lots of closing vendors and screen print Yetis. Oh, interesting. It's interesting. I last year when I did the craft fair, it was like there were a ton of people who wanted kits, like Christmas card kits. This year, nobody wanted them. It was just so weird. I'm just like, okay, come prepared for anything and you'll be okay. It's kind of hard to plan that way, right? Okay, so then for the Noel, what we'll do is I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, and these minis, I'm just going to kind of put them down like this. Stab them in the middle, put them down, and pop up my letters. Now the minis are sold separate from the regular. I advise that you get both. This particular pack is actually left over from a paper pumpkin, but it is exactly the same. It's just much larger, just like the regular dimensionals. And then if you need to cut even these in half, you can. So I'll cut a couple of these in half. Because they're just a lot easier to do if you have a small, like this. I'm trying to get this off here. Like for my E, he needs like a little lift there. So there's that one. I'll grab this half one here. All right. So yeah, I'm loving these little strips. They were really easy to put on. I hate, I dislike very much going to the nail salon and spending so much freaking time there. Not only that, but giving them like $50 to do my nails. It's just so crazy when it's going to come off or probably ruin my nail. I've had a lot of that. So, all right. So here we go. So if you haven't tried Color Street, I've got a girl in my neighborhood, and that's who I went to go see. And she's actually one of the founding consultants, I guess is what you call her. Susan, I don't know if you're on. Say hi if you're watching. But anyway, yeah, it was fun trying something new. So I'm just kind of guesstimating. I guess I should probably lay these down. So we're going to put the Noel. That's wrong. Crazy upside down. There we go. And then the L will go here. Perfect. All right. So we'll just take off the little contact backs. And we should be good. I always advise like laying it out beforehand. That way you don't have a screw up. Like I almost did. Okay. There's that. And I'm going to put the N on. And again, you could actually, instead of using these little mini dimensionals, we have actual like foam that goes on the back. Like you could actually put it to the back of the paper, and then when you cut out the letters, it's all foam and adhesive ready for you. So I just didn't take the time to do it, but I would advise that. It would be a lot easier for you, especially if you're mass making these, because this is such a simple card, but really, really pretty. So, okay. So here we go. We've got this made. We're going to bring our card back and we're going to lay this down. I'm actually just going to glue it down because everything here in the middle is on dimensionals and we don't want to go too crazy with it. All right. And again, this is Very Vanilla. This is the thick Very Vanilla cardstock that I'm using because this is my base. I wanted it to be nice and thick. And then what we are going to do is take our vanilla, large check ribbon it's called, black and Very Vanilla. And it's a little bit whiter than our white and black gingham. It's really like silky almost. It really ties easily. It's pretty. So we're going to just tie a little ribbon. Cut the little tails off here. Okay, grab my dots, my adhesive. There we go. Just going to put this right there. And it's simple as that. You have a really pretty card, right? So let's also add some bling to it. I'm going to do some of this. A big white one. And then we'll do a big peacock. There we go. And there's your card. Super simple. You almost can't even see. Can you see that? Right here, down here? The little deco that I put on there. It really, it's pretty. Very easy. Okay, so that's card number 1. Card number 2. Hi, Julie. Thanks for watching. All right, card number 2, we have some scrap Very Vanilla. This is the basic Very Vanilla. And we are going to make this beautiful card. And again, it is using those Christmas Classic dies. And it is also using, I think I got to get one other thing, the Christmas Classic stamp set. Let me grab that real quick. Let's see. I have it like right above me. I think it's the Christmas Classic. Let's see which one. No, maybe it's that one. Hang on one second. Oh, I'm sorry. It is. It's in the Joy of Noel. It's discolored. I couldn't see it. There we go. Okay, so we're going to pull out this stamp, and I'm going to adhere it to my block. Okay, and what we are going to do, so we have a few things going on this card. First and foremost, we have this beautiful brushed gold and pretty peacock. That is in a 2-pack. Comes with a copper and the pretty peacock. And then we've got this beautiful peacock print cutout here. But these, we're actually needing to stamp these and then color them. So I'm going to do, and then I'll show you my second card is this one. So we need a few of these to go around as well. So in order to go ahead and color those with our alcohol blends, I'm going to need to stamp this in Memento Black. Okay, I'm going to do 5 of these. All right. And I'm not sure if you guys, I intentionally did not do these beforehand just so that those of you who haven't used our alcohol blends before, you actually can see how we use them and how they layer upon each other. So what I have is dark peacock, light peacock, and I have Pool Party, and I also have Lost Lagoon. Those are my greens, so you can kind of see how they blend. And then I also have our color lifter, which is a clear. I'll show you how that works as well. And then I have a couple of greens also, Old Olive and Mossy Meadow. And these just really coordinate very well together, but this comes together super, super quick. So I'm going to start with the light Lost Lagoon and choosing kind of where I'm going to do this. I'm going to start with the dark Pool Party actually. So on all of my leaves, I'm just going to kind of color my leaves in. Whew, I am hot all of a sudden. Lord. I don't know why. Ugh. All right, so I'm coloring my leaves in. Not watching comments here. Hey, Chelsea. How are you? I'm making these to go on the next 2 cards. All right, so this is the technology behind the alcohol markers is that they actually layer color one on top of the other. So as you can tell, I'm not really coloring this with much finesse. Oh, thank you, Chelsea. Yeah, I am going to come back in. So I typically start with a lighter color and then I build that color and intensity on with the darker colors. And then if I need to, I'll blend with the lighter again. It's kind of the way I do it. I tend to have more control that way, I feel like. All right, so there we go with that. And, oops, I forgot a few here. All right, there we go. Make sure I got all my little leaves. Again, this was dark Pool Party. And then I'm going to come in with the dark Lost Lagoon. And I'm just going to kind of add in, even where it's not, I'm going to add in some of those stems and kind of give it some character and some depth. And that's really what the alcohol markers do. And again, I'm even marking on here where there's not an indication of where the stem would be. So I'm just kind of making it up as I go. Okay. That's why this is like so easy. It's not about being perfect. Okay, so there's that. And then I also have hidden under here, I have some reds too. So now what I'm going to do is take my, I have, let's see, cherry cobbler and real red. So I'm going to take probably the light real red. It kind of looks pink. Can you, yeah, it kind of looks pink in the screen too. Oh, good, Judy, you're going to Nebraska. How fun is that? Y'all are going to have a fun time. All right, so I've got the light real red, and I'm just coloring in the berries. And I'm really actually only coloring in the outside, but some of these that are real small, you're only seeing like it looks like I'm fully coloring it in. And that's for good reason. I'm going to show you why when I get these all finished. All right. Okay, I think that's all the berries. All right, now I'm going to come in with the light cherry cobbler. And where there's like an opening, I'm just going to color in just a dot of cherry cobbler. Okay. Normally coloring is like very relaxing, right? And you guys just kind of get lost in it. Who likes coloring? Anybody watching like coloring? Like coloring as a child, as an adult? It's like a big thing. Okay. This may look like I'm crazy doing this, but there's actually a method to my madness. So what I'm going to do is kind of go in occasionally when I see these, hit them with the color lifter, and it blends the color together for one. So where the centers may have been kind of white, it actually is going to blend these all together, and it gives it almost like a depth. Yes, I do too. I do too. I feel like on a live though, we're just kind of rushing. I just want to show everybody kind of what it does. All right, so there's that. And then, oh, I see I missed a berry. Oh, shoot. Here's the light real red. There's a berry. Okay, so we're good. All right, now I'm going to bring in the old olive, and I'm going to do the light old olive. And I'm just going to go around, and I'm going to color these hollies in completely. Well, there's the one I missed. So there's that. And the great thing about our blends, alcohol markers, is that so you always get a light and a dark of every single color that you order, and that way you can always give that depth. No matter what you're coloring, you get the different intensity, which I love that. It just makes it pop and comes to life, and it just comes right off that page. So that's kind of what this is. So again, I'm using Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, I'm using Real Red, and Cherry Cobbler. And then the color lifter. I feel like that's an essential part of the technique. Okay. All right, it's almost done here. Coloring this in. You also have the blunt end that I'm using here, like the bullet end, and then you also have the paintbrush end, but I almost never use that paintbrush end just because it literally, it's hard to control, right? All right, so there's that. I had missed that one. Okay, so now what we're going to do is come in with the, let's see, what is this? Light Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to draw in the lines on the holly. Again, this is a free card class, so with any $40 order, I'm going to send this to you. You're going to get all the elements to make 2 of each, including the ribbon. It's just a really pretty classic Christmas card. Oh, you're fine. You're totally fine. I've done that, Judy, so many times, and I feel crazy, but it's all good. All right, so we're almost done here, and you are going to see when we do this last piece, this whole thing is just going to pop. It's so stinking pretty. Take the dark Mossy Meadow, and where we have just these little sprigs, we're going to color over those. And I just feel like that totally makes it pop. You've got the light, you've got the dark. So pretty. All right. There's that one. Let's grab this guy over here. And this one. You can see I'm not careful at all. That's actually part of the technique. It just kind of, love that. Don't you love those colors together? Pool Party and Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, and the Cherry Cobbler and Real Red. Okay, so we're almost done. This last one here. And our cards come together quickly. Let's see, I missed a holly here. My glasses are falling off. I don't know why. Light Old Olive, that guy. And then the Light Mossy Meadow. Color him in. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! Aren't those beautiful? Can you see them? I just think they're so beautiful. I love these colors. Oh! Okay, let me get all these markers out of the way. And then what I'm going to do is bring back, open this up, bring back my cutting, Sticker Cut and Boss machine. And we're going to cut this out here. Just going to run it through. It just lays right over. Just put that down. Crank it through. Thank you, Chelsea. It's kind of not the typical Christmas, but I love that. Here's the first one. Do the second one. All right. Oops. Sometimes it likes to move, and we don't want it to move. cuts out perfectly. Okay. I think I'm going to have to take this pink fleece off. I am burning up. Whew. It was warm this afternoon. It was warm today, actually. But I thought, I'm just going to put this back on. I got kind of cold. We went outside for a bit. Now I'm like burning up. Okay. Let me cut this last one out, and then I'll do that. Just line that up. It's a great thing about our dies. They always coordinate with our stamp sets. Punches are the same. Anytime you have a bundle, you always save 10%, whether it's the dies or the punch that goes with it. Sometimes there's an embossing folder. You always save 10% whenever that's in a bundle the first time that it comes out in the catalog, just so you remember that. If it carries over to the next book, that 10% goes away. So, all right, let me take this sweater off. I am just dying. Sorry. Whew, it's hot. Okay. Much better. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is bring back these elements for this card. And I just remembered I still need to cut this out. So this is going to be out of our Christmas Classics over here. And I'm going to need this piece that goes like that. And bring this guy back up here. I can say I'm a lot cooler now. Okay, so let me crank this baby through. I have been using like Pretty Peacock so much this holiday season. All of my cards. Really enjoying that. Okay. Get this out now. So I just think it's really, really pretty. Is that going to cut all the way through? Feels like it did. I might run it through again. Okay. My plates are worn. I probably need to switch them out, and I haven't done it. Okay. That should get what I need. Me too, Chelsea. Oh my goodness, I was so happy. It is one of my favorite colors. That and Pool Party. I was sad when they took Bermuda Bay away, but hey, we've got the other two, so I'm okay with that. All right, so here we go. If you want to spend the time and kind of punch the rest of those out, you can. I'm just going to go right with that. And I'm going to take the Noel stamp and I'm going to load it on the block. Take this guy off. Okay. Let's load him straight. Okay. And then I'm going to take my Pretty Peacock stamp pad. Me too. I love it. It's actually pretty festive, isn't it? Like when you think about it, just love it. Been using it as my green, if you will, right? So beautiful. Love that. I don't know if you can see the detail on that Noel. Those of you who haven't seen the stamp set, let's see if I can show it to you. There you go. We're also going to take our Wink of Stella. And we're going to go over this. Which way is up? Over the Noel. And you just squeeze this and get it to come down. This is our glitter pen. And it really, really does glisten. And it is a clear. So it may appear as though you may be putting it on and you're afraid like, oh no, I got out of the lines. All is good. No glitter is too much. Keep putting it on. It'll glisten, especially on this pretty peacock. It's really, really pretty in person. It's a little dab, really. It's not a ton, but it's really pretty. Okay, so what we're going to do then is bring our card base that we have, which is the Cherry Cobbler, and I'm going to score it in half. So let me bring that over here. Let's see, we're going to do 4 1/4. I'm doing it upside down. It feels very weird. Okay, so got that. And then I'm going to burnish our score lines. Okay, and this is cut to 4 5 1/4. And we're just going to glue that down. Actually, I popped it up. Let's pop it up. Okay. Just add these to the back. I'm going to do 2 in the center. Again, Designer Series paper, I tend to give it a little bit more foundation when I'm doing it like this as a layer, just because it's a little thinner than our cardstock. So it just holds up better when it goes to the mail. That's all. So just going to lay this down. Get those all stuck down like that. And then this, I'm just going to literally lay this here. And I'm going to take one, I'm going to slip it under. And this one, I'm going to slip this one under, if I can grab it. Like that, just so it kind of fills in that circle. And that is the card. So let's go ahead and glue these 2 down. I'm going to pop up the Noel. Grab 4 of these. And peel those off. Simple design, right? Yes, the Wink of Stella, my favorite. I love it. All the bling and the glitter. And then these, I'm just going to do just a splash of adhesive on here. And get that to where it just goes right underneath. Lay it flat. Tucks right under there. That way it lays nice. And then I'm going to do my bow. This ties so easy. Love this ribbon. I hope they keep it. Bring it back. Speaking of November, I believe it's November 15, somewhere around there, we're able to see the brand new book. Now this, if you can believe it, is the Spring Mini, or we used to call it the Spring Mini. I don't know what they're going to call it. And you are also going to get, as demonstrator, you're also going to get to see the new Celebration, which comes out in January and goes through the end of February. So that is one of our big perks as well as being a demonstrator. I'm super excited to see what they come out with. So, and then we get to pre-order everything in December. So we get a 2-week look, and then we can order the product. So I'm excited about that. It will be so fun. So it's a great opportunity to join our team. I'm on an awesome team. I have a great team, and we're very collaborative, all about sharing inspiration. It's a lot of fun. So if you're interested, let me know. It's a great time to get in and share what we all love. All right, add one more here. There we go. And that is our second card. Can't really see the Wink of Stella, but it is there. It's very blingy. All right, so there's the first one. Here's that one that I just did. Okay. Craft fair was awesome. Yes, Chelsea, I had a ton of fun. It was a lot of fun, actually. Met a lot of really great people, and that's always awesome. Okay, so this one, what we're going to do, I need to get my embossing folder. If you can see this, this is a like a music note embossing folder, and literally we're just going to lay this over top. So let me grab that here. It's right behind me, and thought I had it out, but I guess I don't. It is called Merry Melody 3D embossing folder. There it is. Super fun. Oh, I need to get my other plate. Shoot. And that is right here. Okay. So, grab my machine with my cherry cobbler. Get this all cleaned off. All right. Hopefully I don't have issues with it this time like I did last week. I don't know what the deal was. You can always tell when you're facing up. You'll see the Stampin' Up! At the front where you are closing that embossing folder. So that's a good check. Okay. Use that plate number, what is this one? 4, and that's for all of the 3D embossing. So there's that. Okay. So we ran that through, and that's super easy. And then we're just going to literally layer this onto the pretty peacock. And we're going to use those elements that we've already cut out. There we go. Okay, so we're going to build this. Put that down there with that. And again, I'm a big proponent of laying it out before we actually put it all together. So we're just going to create like a wreath. Get that arc a little bit better. There's that one. There's that one. Thank you, Chelsea. Chelsea, have you done any craft fairs? Or do you have any planned? It's always so much fun to meet new people. All right, so this one, so what I'm going to do to not double dimensional, I just have a dimensional on this outer edge here that kind of hangs off. And then I'm going to put one kind of in the center of here. Tuck him under like that. And then I'm going to put 2 on this one. So again, you don't want 2 dimensionals stacked on each other. Oh, you should do it. It's so fun. It is a lot of work, but it is a lot of fun, and you meet some really cool people. I always love doing it. And I'll be honest, like, just keeping it simple is really the best way to go. Just have a few things along with your classes, and people will love that. Okay, that's it. And then we'll go ahead and add our fun ribbon. If I can get that to tie. Go. Okay. Fun, fun. Snip that. Trim that tail. Here we go. All right. Put that right there. Okay. And then what we're going to do is grab our bling here and add it. Yes, Chelsea, I know she's talented. And she would have a blast. It's always so much fun. I'm going to add a few more here just to kind of make it. There we go. And then we'll actually take our vanilla, that is our card base, and I will score that in half, 4 1/4. And burnish this one as well. Oh, I got some adhesive on there, yuck. Okay, that's much better. And then I'm going to dimensional this whole thing. And do one more here in the middle. It's all about sharing what we love, right, Chelsea? Judy knows. Judy's been doing it longer than all of us. Okay. And that, my friends, is your third card. Super fun, right? Love how that comes together. So I have one more that I was going to show you that I did. So this is it doesn't go with this set, but I just thought it was a really fun card. So it looks really plain, but it has a wobble. Isn't that fun? So cute. And when you open it up, there's like a little flap, and then you have the inside. So I did that one. And then earlier today, I was like, well, I'm going to do something different. So I ended up doing this one using that same blingy paper. And this is with a walk in the woods, right? Super pretty, right? So I thought, hey, Kaylin, nice to see you. Thanks for watching. So this is kind of a bonus card. So let me go ahead. Again, don't you love these wobbles? I love that. It's so fun. Okay, so there's that. I am going to do something similar to this, and it's going to be completely on the fly. So those are sometimes the best, right? So we can just do it all together and have some fun and learn something new. Okay, so what I have here is I have this paper. Let me put this aside, put this one on top. So this paper, open this up here, is called Joy of Christmas. And I think it actually goes with this Joy of Noel set here. So there you go, you can see that. So it coordinates. So I thought, well, maybe we should use this. So this is super, super pretty. What I love about this is the back side is also gorgeous. So these are all the papers that are in here. Whoops, flipping a little too fast. So you have like a little buffalo check in red. And then on the back you have these beautiful music notes. Isn't that pretty? Look at this. The red, it's real red and cherry cobbler. Same colors we've been using. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this. I haven't used this at all yet. And that grain, that wood grain, I love this. So anyway, I thought we could go ahead and use this, and I'm going to show you how to make this super, super quick. I'm good. How are you, Kaylin? I think I met you yesterday at the craft fair, didn't I? Super fun. Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to cut this down. It's a 12 by 12. Actually going to cut it down to 6 by 6 and stick the rest of these in here. And what we're going to do is, oh, you didn't go to the craft fair. Okay, I thought I met you yesterday. I'm sorry. All right, so what I'm going to do is pull out this paper. I have some cherry cobbler there. I have some of that beautiful peacock and gold, which I love. So we're going to use that also. Okay. So we're going to start by scoring our card base here at 4 1/4. Standard card. We're going to fold that. And then what I'm going to do is actually put this aside, and I'm going to determine, let's see, let me get my die set out here. Here we go. These are the Nested Essential Dies. I love these so much. Use them all of the time. So I'm going to use 2 dies that nest, so one larger, one smaller. Okay. And I'm going to use the larger one, and I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to use the smaller one on this here. And we are going to run that through the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. I just thought this is a really fun card to show you guys. All right, we start on this side where you can see it. All right, so here we go. I'll get that to go in there. Oh, maybe. There we go. So I'm going to just line this up where I want it, like so. And then this guy, I'm going to line him up here. I'm going to run both through at the same time. There we go. All right. So again, this is a little extra bonus card that I'm doing just to give you some new ideas. Oops, I did not do something. I forgot to lay my base over this. Let me grab another piece here. So again, you always want it to be coordinated. So using the opposite side of the paper is, I'm not going to use that actually. That's not that pretty. For the front of the card, let's do another coordinating piece. Let's choose one that is, this is kind of similar, but not the same. So let's just do this. I'm going to cut this piece down, and this will be the whole card front, right? And I'm going to fix my mistake. Imagine that, right? Like, we all make mistakes, even on camera. So I'm just going to put my adhesive on the outside, and then I'm going to lay my card front DSP over that. Okay. And what I'm going to do is actually just run it through this way. It'll be fine. Let me do that real quick. And that way we have a perfect fit. Normally you would actually adhere that down first and then run it all through together. It's just, I'm just fixing a screw up. That's all. We all make mistakes. Okay. So here we go, and you can use this actually later. So this is a perfect piece for later. All right, now, so what we have are these extra pieces, and then we have this, and we're going to reburnish our card. Okay, and we're going to take this beautiful paper, and we will cut it down here to 5 1/4. All right, and then we are going to flip it over, and we're going to score this at 2. Get that. Don't go too heavy on that. And this will be what we will be showing through on our pretty card. Okay, so burnish that really good. And then I'm going to take my adhesive. Bye, Chelsea. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Thanks for joining. It's my little bonus card after my free card class. Hope you're doing well. I missed you yesterday. Had my craft fair at Brandon Oaks. All right, so you're going to lay this down here. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to layer that in there like so. Okay, fun, Judy. Awesome. That is so cool. All right, so we're going to do that. And then I think what I'm going to do is, I'm just totally going on the fly here. This is like freehand and fun, right? So I'm going to take my green. I have Mossy Meadow. And this is more like, let me see, in the back. This is a cheat sheet, right? So in the very back of our paper. So yeah, Old Olive is not, let's see here. Shaded Spruce and Old Olive are 2 greens. So what I will do is grab that one. Let me get the Shaded Spruce here. It's pretty. And I'm also going to get my paper to stamp off. And I will, I think, do a Christmas tree. I'm totally going rogue tonight. Totally off script. All right, I'm gonna just put that on the block. Shaded Spruce, ink it up. I'm going to stamp off. And Second Generation stamp down there. And then clean that off. Going to use my, call this like the detail to the tree. This is the Merriest Trees. And I'm going to stamp it full strength here. There we go. Okay, clean it. All right, that's all I need out of that. And take my, you can either take the dies that are coming with the Merriest Trees dies, or you can, hey Anna, how are you? Or you can actually use the die, or just, you can just fussy cut. I'm just gonna run that through. So again, I want it to be small enough to fit in that window. So however, whatever size you've made your window, make sure you're not kind of over putting your image in the window that's maybe too big so that it wouldn't open. That's the only limitation with this one. All right. So get that cut out. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to use, I have a little wobble. Here, little guy. I'm going to stick him on. Doesn't want to come off. Let's see. There it is. I stick it like right in the middle. And these, Stampin' Up! Does not sell these, but I have these, so I think too you can get them anywhere. All right, so there's our little wobble, our little tree. And the only thing that I need is going to be some bling and peacock to tie this all together. So I'm going to get my alcohol markers and my iridescent pearls, and I'm just going to color them in the peacock, right? Typically you wouldn't maybe not use peacock with this, but I was just kind of using what was here and just kind of going rogue, so it is what it is. So there's that, and then you just push these off. Well, maybe. Come on, thing. There we go. And they dry like super fast. They're jumping all over the place, I'll tell you. There's that. Okay. And then the last thing I'm going to do is take some basic white, and I'm going to use our same stamp set. And I'm going to load this up here and get my pretty peacock. Where did it go? Pretty peacock's over here. All right. So you get the idea, right? This is a super fun, very, very easy design. I encourage you to try it. Take any 6x6 designer series paper, cut it down to the 5 1/4, and then score it at 2 inches, right? And then that becomes your little flap on the inside, by which you're going to then add your little focal image, whatever that would be. So here you go. And I'm actually going to banner this to make it fun. Here we go. You guys know how to do that, right? You just cut in the center, cut in, and cut in. There's one. This one's not as deep. Corner in and corner in. Okay, super fun. All right, and then the other thing I'm going to do is add some bling. I have some of this Simply Elegant trim. And it can get a little wild, as you can tell. It's like coming out of the bag. It's very fun, very easy too. So I'm going to take some of these strips here that I have. Some strips there, some strips there. My little trick for this is I put little dimensionals in the middle, and then I literally take my ribbon or twine or whatever it is, and then just kind of work it from the back so that it all kind of stays kind of behind the scenes, if you will, right? And And when you put it on the front of the card and you're ready to adhere it, then you take the others off so it sticks really well. Oh, if I can get that off. There we go. There we go. And that is our rogue card. So I hope you like this, and I hope you've enjoyed the cards tonight. Again, this is another one that I had made. This is using a walk in the park. This is using Joy of Christmas, I think it's called. This one uses a walk in the park with our little bear. Super cute. I didn't show you the inside again. Finished. So you open it up and you have the wood grain and the real pretty. We can add our white here. I just won't do it for time's sake. And then, again, this one's probably my favorite one, the peacock. And then these cards we did tonight. Like a real pretty little wreath. This one. And this one. The Noel. Isn't that pretty? So I hope you've enjoyed this. One other fun thing I'm going to show you is, I've just did this. I saw another demonstrator do it. It's going to be my little napkin holders or name holders or whatever at Thanksgiving. Isn't that stinking cute? Oh my goodness. I'm so excited about those. So anyway, more to come. I have got a ton of things. I'll bring you back up here. I also have my November class that's coming up here. It's November the 19th. Starting from 1:30 going until 5. It's here in Indian Trail, and it's also available to go. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I've definitely enjoyed coming to you live. And again, this is a free card class. You're going to get 6 cards for free with any $40 purchase in my online store. And if your order goes over 50, then you're going to get the bling to go with it. So I hope you have a great week. And thanks again for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye.